Good evening, fellow creatures. Your cool uncle Peter Relatives here. The last guitar video I posted to YouTube was about power chords like this. Hope you all have been practicing back at home, understanding that the index finger is the root note, and this little dude is the support note. If you're familiar enough with power chords, you've watched the video or practiced enough, let's proceed with the next lesson. This is bar chords. Now, I'm going to go over 3 types of bar chords in this video. Standard, 7 chords, and that's pretty much it. So 2 types of chords. Now, for watching here, on the 5th fret on the first string with its support note, if you hold down the 5th and 7th frets, the first 2 strings, that's an A power chord, right? But now, in addition to using these 2 fingers, we also use our middle pinky too. So now we incorporate the 7th fret on the 3rd string, which is the D string. In this case, I'm using standard E tuning. And the middle is the 6th fret on the G string, or 4th string if you will. So we put that together, we get so that's the A, it's an A chord, but notice, as opposed to an A power chord, that sounds richer in tone. It's more difficult to play, but definitely more rewarding. And that's to play a major bar chord. And just like with power chords, you just keep your fingers in that position and shift it to whatever fret you want the root note to be here with your little index here. So this is G, that's F, and if you move to the next string, well, first let's figure out how to do minors. Now if you want to play A minor, basically we just play an A bar chord, but we lift up the middle finger. Take our middle finger off the G string. Don't put it in a soloing position, just do this. But you notice the difference, certainly. Now, if we want to do that on the, starting with the A string, we shift it over. But the positioning you have for the majors, your chord now becomes minor. So if you play it on D, which is the 5th fret on the A string, you get this. Same positioning for a major bar chord on, starting with the E string, but now it has a minor tone to it. Now, if we want to play major, we simply let go of our middle finger there and use this little ring guy, your ring finger here, to bar the 7th fret for the D, G, and B strings, or 3rd, 4th, and 5th strings, if you will. So then we get, so that's actually major. Let's see. And lastly, let's go over 7th chords. I'm just going to teach you guys standard 7th chords and the minor ones. Like say we were to play an A 7th chord. Start with your index finger on the low E string. Keep it there. This time we don't put our fingers on the A string, we leave it alone. However, you do kind of a little triangle shape on the D, G, and B strings with your little pinky here on the 6th fret, and middle and ring on the 5th frets. So if you were to play strum across the strings, your fingers held down on those frets, you can get this note. Also make sure you're strumming on the rim of the sound hole, that helps. Now to play that on the next string, start with the A. You basically just use 3 fingers, and then the middle one. So like D will be on the 5th fret, the A string, and these two guys will be on the 7th fret on the D and B strings. So what you get is C, B flat, C. And again, it all depends on where your index finger is, which will determine the root note. Just know that whatever fingers you use for playing these bar chords will be support notes. You can always think of bar chords as like power chords as big brother. It's a fun way of looking at it. Lastly, let's go over minor 7 chords. To play minor 7 for A on the 1st string, you just hold down the 5th fret on E, and then use this little guy to bar the 5th frets on the D, G, and B strings, and you get this lovely little note. And definitely play around by strumming on wherever you're holding your fingers in this position. On a guitar, that is. Now to play minor, starting with the A string, you select the row note of the value with your index finger, and using your middle and ring, you play the 7th fret on the D string with your ring, and the 6th fret on the B string, but you skip the G string. So what you get is this, a bittersweet yet lovely tone. All right. Now, obviously, it seems like I'm going to have to do another video for 7 chords, but hope that helps, you guys. Let me know if you want a sequel to this tutorial video, but stay awesome, guys, and keep rocking out.